can I set boundaries without feeling guilty? I've received this question many times and I've answered it in different ways. But today, we are going to look at 10 practical ways to truly set boundaries without feeling guilty. The first thing I want you to notice, setting boundaries without feeling guilty is one of the hardest emotional skills. Especially if you are used to pleasing, overgiving, or keeping the peace at your own expense. Number one point is this: understand what a boundary actually is. You must understand the boundary isn't rejection, it isn't punishment, it isn't selfishness. It's simply this: this is what I can give without losing myself. And once you understand that, guilt starts losing its power. Accept that guilt is a normal symptom, not a stop sign. People who haven't practiced boundaries before will feel guilt because it's unfamiliar. Guilt shows up because your nervous system thinks, if I say no, I might lose love, approval, safety. Now, that guilt doesn't mean the boundary is wrong. It simply means that your old pattern is dying. Shift your internal question. I've met so many people ask questions like, will this hurt someone else's feelings? But the heavier question is, will this hurt me if I don't speak up? One protects others at your own expense, the other protects you. And that is emotional maturity. Boundary is not controlling anyone, it's not demanding behavior. It's simply communicating what you can or cannot continue doing. Now, when guilt comes up, remind yourself that I am not responsible for someone else's reaction. I am responsible for my well-being. Practice small boundaries first, yeah. Things like, I can't talk right now, I'll call you later. I need a little space today. I am not available for that. Small wins build confidence, and confidence kills guilt. And another point I want you to take note of is, remember this: people who benefit from your lack of boundary will complain when you create them. Now, that discomfort is not your guilt to carry. Is their adjustment period. So stay fair. Give yourself permission. Sometimes you need to speak this out loud. It did help me in my seasons of actually building myself to start setting boundaries, because I was in this space for a very long time and I got really burnt. Speak this out loud. I am allowed to protect my peace. I am allowed to say no. I am allowed to choose myself. Your inner child needs to hear this from you. Use a grounded truth, spiritually, mentally. If you are faith-based, I want you to remember this verse, Proverbs 4:23. It says, above all else, guide your heart. I tell you the truth, you can't guide your heart without boundaries. Let that truth override. The number 9 point is, understand what happens if you don't set boundaries. If you don't set them, you eventually become overwhelmed, resentful, burned, disconnected from yourself. Guilt is temporary, but resentment is permanent. And the number 10 point is this: your boundary is your gift. When you show people how to treat you, you also show them how to treat themselves. Now, healthy boundaries makes relationships safer, clearer, and more honest.